Hello, hello, hello. Welcome everybody to week number 9 of the Radiant Clash Cup. I'll be your host and caster for today's Starwise, and as you can see, I am over here in I forget what map we put up here, Shawnee, but I'm sure you could let me know in chat. We're somewhere in Valorant, ready to get things going with week number 9. And for our first matchup for today, it's going to be Surf Avengers versus Division 1 Esports. Now, I don't think we've had these two teams line up against each other, but we have had some pretty exciting moments between both teams, just not with each other yet, I don't think. Maybe they can correct me. And we're just making sure both teams are ready and roaring to go. I think they are. We might just be going. So over on the attacker side is going to be Surf Avengers. Over on the defense side is going to be Division 1 Esports. And they are both, in fact, ready to go. Ascent, as always, in Radiant Clash Cup. Now, of course, if you're dealing with a best of one scenario, more than likely you're going to end up with Ascent, since that is definitely the favorite map in all the maps in Valorant. I'm just lucky we haven't gotten any Pearl yet. I'll be honest, I have not played Pearl enough to be able to commentate on it. But even if we did do it, I'm sure we'd still make it work. Now, again, we've been starting to see no heals in Radiant Clash Cup for these deferring teams because it seems like they don't quite need it as much. Ascent has, historically speaking, in the tournament here, not really required any Sage or even Sky for that matter. It looks like teams have more opted for Chamber. In this case, it looks like they're going to go for the Killjoy Cypher. So this is actually, I think this is the first week we have not gotten a Chamber at all in the tournament. It's literally been Chamber every single game, and although I do love me some good Chamber play, especially with some of the other incredible players I've played in the tournament, it's good to see some different faces. I don't think we've seen Astra as much. Let's see how this plays out. I mean, there's pretty balanced comp, kind of the same playstyle. The only thing that's differing here is going to be the Fade and the Cypher here for Surf Avengers, and then over on D1E, the Killjoy and the Sova are going to be the differing. Now, I mean, I can't say one are stronger than the other, really speaking here. I mean, I much prefer the Sova just because there's been a lot more practice, a lot more content, a lot more stuff that's come out from Sova in this past little while versus Fade, but Fade definitely does have a pretty good place here. Of course, at the end of the day, it really is going to come down to proficiency in these games. All right. Big shout out here to our cameraman super for today. Back end streamer is going to be Shawnee. Huge shout out to them. Without them, it'd be me by myself, and we don't want that. We know what happened last time we had that. I also want to give a big shout out to our sponsors for today. Number one is going to be Fluid Gaming, the community of gamers, content creators, definitely providing a lot more fun and networking and teamwork towards their content editing growth. Ember Studios, that's us, and Influence Connections, just solutions around your video editing. Now, looks like we're going to kick off first round here. A lot of ghosts coming in. Over on the side of Surf Avengers. Only Hanjan Soju not going to be attack over towards A site, over to Garden. S12. Perfect timing on that. Just able to suck one in. Getting pushed back here. No damage in the process. The headshot in for Ops 12, but getting taken out by the Raids nades. Not able to go off. D1E already here for the retake. Okay, we're gonna get that info. James able to get the camera out. Spot out where both are. Both to heaven. Wave trying to push in, but pick here. Oh, good shot over onto Hell. Doesn't do enough damage, but who knows he's there. Gets it in just before the dagger, but this Cage here. Pushing in D1 Wave. We're gonna finish it out. Cryptic Able to get that follow-up kill, but can't quite get the next. Flash underway, waiting. But they have time. They got a hard ticket. They make it or they don't. It looks like they're going to try to go for the kill, but KO able to get the kill over for Surf Avengers and just barely get away with that one. Great plant, great setup here. I honestly thought Wave would be able to get it with the shock darts over onto help, and it seems like it just barely missed or barely didn't do enough damage. I just fell a little bit short here. And it was a lot of great pressure here from Give Your Ball. That's really the name. Give Your Ball. Of pushing Wave away from being able to use the shock darts to its full potential. He's already pushing up with the remaining members of Surf Avengers. Takes a little bit of damage here in the process. Able to take out that turret, but they don't really know where the remaining members are. He's going to get taken down here, but it's a 1-for-1 trade as they make their way fully onto B side here. One over the backside. Wave going to get taken down, and that's going to be 2 members left here over for D1E. Ops spotting out Goated. It's going to be a pistol against a full team Spectures with the 1 bulldog. Good timing on the flash there. Ops 1 doesn't get tagged just yet, but they know exactly where they're going to come from. Ops is just trying to get whatever pick they can. Takes heavy damage down to 52. James chunking down Ops' health. Ops is trying to push in, but getting forced back out. Ops didn't realize that James was already able to cross over into safety. Look at this spam fire coming out. Ops can't make their way in. I love this. There they go. Surf Avengers going for revenge, as previous events they have not been able to take in first place, but they've gone quite far. And now look at them. Strong showing so far against D1E. Down now over in the scoreboard here. A lot of full buys coming in for D1E. A lot of Phantoms, a lot of Vandals. This could be the round, actually. I mean, I can see Hidden still trying to buy something. No, opting for full shield. Might get a Spectre, might just save. Nope. Enough to get the Vandal here. So, a full bought out D1E against the Surf Avengers was a sort of light buy. There's a lot more to lose for D1E. It's definitely more in their favor. They don't get that info just yet. They're going to stack a little bit more over onto A side. D1E might be able to stop here. Guys are kind of going to throw out the nade. Stopping the retreat. Good stall here. Might be able to spot it by Zim, but over and back on A side. Trying to get taken out and Hidden. Trying to peek back out and trying to get whatever pick they can. Doesn't look like it's going to pan out here. Op 12. Stuck in Garden. Trying to push their way in. Zame's able to take out Wave from the backside here. And that's going to be their escape route. Cryptic's going to be able to take out Z's, but Hantenso do. Able to take out Cryptic in the process. Ops 12, again, the last remaining member left, does have the Vandal. And what cost is it going to be to them? All the Vandals, all the Phantoms taken down. Zame's getting taken out over on the side. Ops forcing in. Doesn't want to go for the save at all. And this is when it's... Ooh, loaded. The drop onto that. Little to no reaction you can get off here. And what a huge win. D1E losing massive on their economy here. Full buying on that last round. And completely getting wiped out. Essentially giving Surf Avengers free weapons in the process. And putting their economy in a pretty good spot. And we might see a very aggressive play here from Surf Avengers. We get a bit of info here. Over on B site, but it could be a mid push. And that's a very smart play. I mean, they got no real way to answer back except for the handful of sheriffs that they got. For D1E, Surf Avengers have everything going in their favor. Always taking some heavy damage. He's backing on the process here. Does get bitten by this Fade Ghost. Now, you're on the retake here. Getting coming from Market. And B coming in short here. Entry. That's two taken down. Z is on fire alongside with Goated. Tag teaming, able to take off the 3 in a matter of seconds. And I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like D1E was trying to go for some kind of rush in play, but the timing on the peak was just perfectly timed by Z's and Goated. I'm very scared for Z's and Goated playing defense. I mean, we've seen some pretty scary stuff from the Fade Raze combo. Phase, if you will. It's going to be towards A. A little bit of a split, too. But with Spike going A, you might hear just a bit of noise coming in from B. No, looks like they want to deny all information. But look over mid. Might be good timing. On the mid side here, Zames able to pick off one from Wave. Cryptic's even taken out in the process here, and that's perfect. They've got full control over onto B side, but they're still going to push onto A side as they've got everything full control all over the map. Wow. Not a single chance in the way of D1E as they get taken out by Surf Avengers. Now D1E back down on economy. Now Cryptic does have the lockdown up and has been historically just standing on B site, preventing anyone from coming in, but Wave really committing to this Ares harassment. There hasn't been a lot of answers for this full-on frontal assault from Avengers over on mid. I mean, they're just walking straight in, getting picked and taken out one by one, and now they get full control in the rest of the map. But they gotta watch out here over on the backside. Casual Panda trying to come in for a surprise flank, does get taken down by Hanjan Soju. I mean, a full plant on A site. They've got full control on A site. They can plant whenever they want, and both members of D1E are coming all the way from B, and they hear them. Cryptic did to take down one. Just a lowly Spectre. Zames on it here as they get that last pick. So a lot of ultimates ready here for D1E. Everyone except the Raze ready to go, and that should more or less put it fully back in their favor. We should be seeing one round going their way, but with the way that Surf Avengers has been playing, they've really just been rushing towards mid. And D1E has just have no answer. I think they need to at least put, yeah, like what they're doing here. 2 around mid, just to watch out. With the KJ setup on B going off. Spot here. Unable to catch out a few, get some information. Flash coming in, give your ball, gotta get the read, and Casual Panda able to make an escape. But no push in just yet from Surf Avengers, not able to find their way in. And that's what happens when you don't allow the 2 push in, but give your ball, taking down Cryptic. That's gonna allow them their entryway towards mid. Carlo coming out here for Fade. Casual Panda might go in for the flank. That's 1 bit of damage, but the satchel charge actually saving here Casual Panda in the process. Now, they did get down 1. I need to follow up on the rest. Wave here. might get spotted. I think they did get that sight on Wave. Wave might be able to push back in. Good timing on that. Right on the peak. Wave able to get some significant damage. Does have the ultimate ready. Hidden, trying to help move together with Wave, but depending on their push, they might get taken out. That's one. That's two. Hanjan Soju. Double kill with a perfect placement there. Not expected from the side of D1E. And now 100% of the ultimates are ready, roaring to go for D1E. And they still haven't had the chance to use them. I mean, so far, every single round, we've only seen complete team wipeouts. Oh, what is this full push here from D1E? Very risky play. One-to-one trade. Nope. Starting to go in favor of Surf Avengers. That heavy push not working in their favor at all. Wave being the last remaining member standing. And Surf Avengers have no clue where he's going to come from, except right at this peak. And that's going to be Z taking out D1 Wave for the continued 8-win streak. Now, I liked the idea of the 4-player push over on A site because they called it right. I think the execution was just missing a little bit. They didn't get that information. They didn't get that harassment. I think if Hidden was able to throw out some of the nades before pushing in, just to provide a bit of extra level of distraction, maybe would have been able to catch a few more. Oh, Hidden. I'm gonna spot you out here. Oh, might be perfect timing. How many are they gonna get? It's not gonna get any. Down to 0. Hidden utilizing all of their util, getting taken out for nothing in the process. Ops 12 just fighting against for dear life with all the util that's coming out. Ops getting flashed, not quite sure exactly where to go. Stuck here in a Marshall. Oh, looks like Cosmic Divide. They were able to get the plant off here, but great view. Here comes the retake Cosmic Divide. Here's all the users coming in. Hanjan Soju spots out the one. Lockdown coming out as well, and Hanjan, the view is not able to come in as Cryptix does get take out. There's one player left. It's going to be Hanjan, but the defuse hard sticking. I don't think they've got the time. They're going to take it out and get taken out by Cryptix, and a thrifty round coming in with the defuse as well. That's gonna be feeling so good here for D1E. After an 8-round win streak, D1 Cryptix finally able to take it back. It did cost them quite a lot of ultimates just to be able to pull it off, but the counterplay, the retake was beautifully done. Joe Panda trying to get some aggressive information, not able to find any. Spot out.
I have
Got a rough idea that Surf Avengers are going to push over onto A site. Casual Panda pushing out here, but smoke from Astra able to stop the push. Wave getting a little bit disoriented on this drone. Gets the info onto one. Maybe Zane's here. Oh, good spot on the shock dart. Hanjan trying to provide some smoke. Just to stop and block some of the information that they have. Now they don't know if they've rotated or decided to stay. Wave able to get the info onto two. That Cryptix able to take down Hanjan. 2 remaining members of Surf Avengers left. Zane getting spotted out here, peeked in the process. No escape for him. Stuck with 19 health in a very bad spot. Wave able to pick off Zane in the process, and Hayden from the other side of the map able to take down Give Your Ball, and a second win here, back to back, with the complete team wipeout. It almost looks like D1E is starting to get their stride, starting to understand Surf Avengers a little bit more. Where Surf Avengers, their initial aggression has been so phenomenally played. I mean, they're pushing in, they took full control. But D1E is starting to understand the aggressive playstyle and the type of play that Surf Avengers have been making. More information. At least there's one over on the site. So we can find out. Push onto mid. Worked out very successfully in the past here. Z gonna push onto Garden. Might find a good timing on that. I don't know if it's gonna be it, but he's able to push back, and he's gonna get counter naded in the process here. No man getting popped out here in the process. Or Casual Panda, but Z's is trying to push in Casual Panda through the smoke, able to take down Z's. The 2-for-2 trade. Casual Panda holding on for dear life. Look at that information on the remaining members. Hidden taking out Hanjan Soju. Now to 2v3, and Hidden doesn't quite know exactly where they're going to come from. Might get picked out here in the process. I think that audio cue was able to get in. Market. Spawn here, push. Hidden getting tagged. He's taking out that tag, but push back in the process. Wall bang here, trying from Goated. A double flashbang just to stall for more time. They're going to get that info. They know exactly where Hidden is coming from. And Hidden with no way in. Not able to push. Hidden trying to get some pick in the process here. Now going to challenge it. Might be able to get it out. And there it is. Hidden able to take out Goated. Zane's going to get taken down by the spike. If your ball's still alive, but I think that's a very worth trade as Surf Avengers now 9-2. We could be seeing our way to a 9-3 curse. We'll have to see, but it's going to be all determined. Will the curse start to play out and give D1E their chance at coming back into the finals, or are we going to see Surf Avengers just continue on with this slow, methodical burn that is this win streak? More of a push over onto B, but they're playing very aggressively over on B site. Over onto Garden here in the process. Z's able to push their way through, and that's a very clean take over onto A site, taking out Killjoy, meaning all util is going to be gone. Ops not able to get the flank here onto Z's, but Wave coming to the side does get spotted out, at least gets a kill. That's the 4 kill taken out from Z's. But one remaining member left, and Hanjan able to spot out the last, close out this first half. A very strong half indeed. 2-10 in favor of Surf Avengers, and it looks like, I mean, we should be seeing. There's no 9-3 curse. That's out of the table here. Out of the cards. Not happening. Unless we're starting to create a 2-10 curse. Now, I want to see how that aggressive playstyle plays out for Surf Avengers on the defense. If a lot of their initial play and strength came in from that surprising level of aggression, and how does that translate here into defense? Over from A site. Actually, I like this Astra, because Astra all the way across the map, still able to help out with the smoke and stop this push dead in the tracks. Give your ball, just waiting for the timing, holding on to the nade. Potential rotate coming in here for D1. We're still seeing Surf Avengers play it very safely, very cautiously. Zames just staring straight down over onto B site. Give your ball, just trying to get that info. They're able to get the 1, so it doesn't quite tell them if they're rotating or not. Good call on the smoke here. Looks like Hidden's gonna go for the aggressive push here. Does spot out. Give your ball over in the backside. Take down Z's in the process. It's a very strong push over onto site, and Hidden missing a few shots, but ultimately able to get that kill onto Give Your Ball. This is a very fast push, very ongoing onslaught here. Hidden trying to push back out. Anjan going very hyper aggressive, still alive in the process, but Wave able to close it out here. Get the plant off. Yes. Now we're starting to see D1E just play very aggressively. Similar to what we've been seeing for Surf Revengers. I mean, they went straight in. And with Hidden going for the double satchel lineup, getting themselves all the way into the backside, I think that really disrupted a lot of what Surf Revengers was trying to do on their hold for the defense. They weren't able to react fast enough to the quick playstyle that was going in. Oh, but now they're playing super aggressively. They're not gonna stop. Still going. Grenade coming out. Casual Panda trying to push back in, but this aggressive push. Casual Panda just completely sidetracked all around. They don't know where to go, and this is a bloodbath between both sides as Surf Revengers come out on top. I mean, even I was confused where Casual Panda was getting shot from. It looked like it was getting shot from the back, so they immediately turned around, but I guess that might have just been the raised nades. I mean, this aggressive playstyle makes sense. It gets them all the info they need, and they didn't even need to hesitate. Side here, Surf Revengers able to take down 3 in a matter of a split second. Trying to get member left, Cryptic getting picked off here, and now we're at 3-12 in favor of Surf Revengers. 1 more win to go, and they move right on to the finals. Almost full buys all around. Definitely a 100% full buy for D1E. I mean, they've very possible for them to go right in. So very scary here too. These with the Odin coming out over on the defense for A site. It looks like a mid push. Coming in for D1E. Oh, the worst timing on that. Goated able to pick off 1. He's here for the support. Get some good damage off over onto someone from D1E. Can't quite push in. And Cryptic stuck in a very dangerous scenario. Surrounded from a lot of different corners. Good hold on mid. Cryptic still stuck here. Can't go out at all. And they may not realize that Give Your Ball should be coming in from there. Nice knock here. Able to get down. 3v4 in favor of Surf Revengers. D1 make their way in. Here comes the retake. He's pushing up hyper aggressively with the Odin. Does get taken down by Hidden. Ops going over here. The backside, but can't quite get the kills, and that's gonna be a closeout round. As Ops unfortunately missing all those shots at the very end, allowing Surf Revengers to take home the semifinals win and move on to the grand finals here as they close it out. Well done from the 2 teams. That's gonna be Surf Revengers moving on. And now, of course, we are going to take a who knows how long this break is going to be. I won't lie, nobody has any clue as we are waiting for the last two quarterfinal matches to play out. One of them does seem to tend to be playing a little bit longer, so we'll have to see how that goes. But we'll be taking a short break. Big shout out to our sponsors again for today, Challenger Mode, the tournament platform you're all playing on. If you enjoyed today's tournament, I'm sure you'll enjoy the tons more that they've got going on, especially for Valorant or any other game that you might be into. CSGO seems to be one of their biggest ones as well. Fluid Gaming, community of content creators and gamers alike, all trying to grow and work together to produce some great content and just have a good time. Influence Connections. If you have any video editing needs, either you don't have the time to make one or don't have the skills, hit them up. They've got everything you need to be able to take care of you. And Ember Studios, that's us. I mean, we do production. That's about it. So we'll take a small break. We'll keep you guys updated on when the next match will come in, but stick around and stay tuned. We'll be right back.
You don't know these streets like we do. 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 Know these streets like we do. Like we do. You know these streets like we do. Like we do. Know these streets like we do. Like we do. You know these streets like we do. Like we do. Know these streets like we do. Like we do. You know these streets like we do. Like we do. Know these streets like we do. Like we do. You know these streets like we do.
Hello, hello. Welcome back. Thank you so much for waiting as we get the next match started here. And what a wait it's been. We've got the next match between the two teams is going to be 12:45. Don't know if that's AM or PM, but seeing as we're near the end of the day, maybe PM versus Skull Emoji X7 or Time 7 for all you Valorant accent enthusiasts out there. And they literally got a small skull as their profile pic for their team. 12:45 got Yoru, but I don't know what that means. 12:45 somewhere, I guess. So in the last match, 12:40 or Skull Emoji ended up winning 13-10, I believe, as we're gonna open up the bracket here. And yeah, 13-10 in their favor, of course. And let's take a look at where 1245 was. So they ended up winning 13-5 in their favor against NFD. Now both teams are still getting themselves ready. Still not quite there yet. And they did have a long game. I mean, the Elf on a Shelf versus Skull Emoji that played off stream here was going on for about 2 hours, I think, almost like 6 minutes shy of that. So I don't know what kind of match was going on there, but that sounds wild. Now, the winner of this match is going to move on to the grand finals of them all, where they're going to face off Surf Avenger. And then from then on, it's going to be a winner take all. Luckily enough, our attackers team side is going to be Skull Emoji X7 over on attacker side. Defense side is going to be 1245. For once, we're also playing on a brand new map that we haven't played on before. On the new map we're going to play on is Bind, of all places. I think we rarely get that. Definitely something we don't get too often. I mean, I'm pretty excited for once to get something that's a little different than what we're used to. Well, I don't know what's happening here. Something about going in game. My game client is glitching out. And we're just gonna check to see what's going on here. It's now both teams just getting themselves ready. So we'll get that match going in shortly. But in the meantime, hope you all are enjoying what we've got on stream so far. We can go ahead and get the prediction set up for you all here. Just give us a moment. There you are. Predictions are up and ready to go. Vote for who you think is going to take this semifinals match and go on to the grand finals of it all. It is going to be on a 5-minute countdown timer. However, I think there's a 2-minute delay. So by the time you hear this message, it will be about 3 minutes left, I think. So 3-minute countdown timer. Enjoy that. In the meantime, looks like there is teams just getting themselves up. All right. One team ready, waiting on the last remaining one. Now, I wonder what type of agents we're going to start to see in Bind here. I mean, we haven't been seeing a lot of Sky or Sage in this tournament. It's mainly just been just agents that have provide more util in their initiation. Because most rounds in the tournament have just been decided fairly early on, with a few exceptions depending on teams' play styles of they drag on the match a little bit longer. We got one team ready, waiting on the second. I want to see a Sage on Bind. Not gonna lie, I love seeing Sage on this map. I love playing Sage on this map just because there's so few interesting wall placements you can place in. A lot of good Grim walls, or if you're a EU fan, Flow. But otherwise, just standard gameplay we should be seeing. I mean, we've had some pretty hype moments in previous events we've held on Bind. Great to see a fresh change of pace compared to the usual ascent we've been getting every single game. And in the pick ban phase, we were actually close for it to being a Pearl matchup, actually. But looks like we're gonna go right into this game here. Hype is unreal as we get going. Hopefully you got your predictions in by this point in time, which should be 2 minutes from now. Looks like it would have passed by about 20 seconds. Sky being locked in here for this defender team. Sky being hovered over for Skull Emoji as well. Oh, of course, here comes the chamber from both sides. Top 45 completely ready with our lineup here. Skull Emoji still deciding what they want to go for. Definitely going to be the chamber here. It's a lot of good smokes from each side. I would say it's a much more defensive comp from both sides. A lot more strategic. I mean, really only the one duelist on each side. However, the flex between the duelist kind of utility player here for chamber has been a lot different for them. I mean, it's a semi-duelist and it plays out very well, able to get from one side of the map to the other fairly quickly, and basically plays out like one. Not a lot of info gathering at this point, though. I mean, the only initiation really going to come from the Sky from each side. Basically going to be the dog and the bird. So I feel like the attacker side from both teams is going to have a fair bit of trouble trying to make their way in onto these attacking sides. So rotation probably going to be the more the name of the game, and what type of util they're able to bait out from each site and from each team. So we'll see how that plays out just as everyone gets loaded into the map. Now, big shout out to our sponsors for today, Challenger Mode, the tournament platform you all know and love. If you definitely do enjoy our tournaments, there's a handful of other tournaments going on. And of course, we've got this going on every single week with leading up to a larger tournament that we'll be hosting. We'll find out when. We'll keep you updated. Follow us on our socials. You'll be able to check that out when we finally announce that. Influence Connections. If any of you content creators out there are looking for any video editors, there's a great team over at Influence Connection that will be able to help you out at a very fair price in your TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, whatever videos you got going on in Ember Studios, which is us. Here's that immediate push here from Loot and Restart. Almost costing them dearly. If Uzi didn't get blinded for that split second, I think Uzi would have been able to take both of them out. I love the way that they played that out, though. They using the Viper wall to kind of push that back and then aggressively pushing out over on B long. Denying of information. Both sides don't really know fully where they're gonna come out of, but Skull Emoji able to take down Restart here as they get pushed in, immediately gonna teleport over across the map. Already onto A side here as Trixton is trying to push Pearl Initiative away. Brim Smoke gonna come in. Perfect timing, perfect placement. Fortnite player, little to no health, gets taken out in a heartbeat. Loot already on site here, along with Pearl Initiative. Now, slowly coming in for the retake and support. They don't have that info or any info gathering here to figure out where the rest of this Skull Emoji team is. Taken out. There's going to be one left here. Mel gets taken out at long last as well, and that's going to be the first round going in favor of Skull Emoji. Very, very smart buy from the entirety of Skull Emoji. Most of them going Spectres. No, Uzi, not Uzi. Vandal, Light Shield, second round. Really gunning for that aggression coming in. And Uzi had it very well placed. I mean, 1245 went in for an aggressive defense play, and Uzi almost punished them heavily for that. So there goes that one form of information gathering here. Coming in from Trixon. I guess the second form is going to be the Boombot. Get you that bit of info, but the double tap here. Uzi able to take down two. Pearl Initiative going aggressively. Gets taken out by Uzi, who's on a run. 3K coming in. Trixon able to get that Fortnite player. Goodbye, Justin. Last remaining member is going to be Mel. Trying to find their entryway onto site. Skull Emoji, no clue where Mel's going to come from. In the back, John H spotting him out and taking him down. That's going to be a Spectre kill. As Skull Emoji getting flawless second round. The Vandal for Uzi, huge buy for them as they... I mean, it was perfect. They didn't need to buy anything else after that. And getting that 3K so soon, too. The defensive play here from 1245, they're having a bit of trouble. I mean, Skull Emoji has just been able to push away with little to no pushback at all. However, 1245 now going for a full buy with the exception of Restart, unable to afford the full shield. Now getting that audio tune pinging out to the rest of the team, but they don't know it is a... There's no split push. It's going to be all stacked onto B site. Dog gonna get a bit of info here for Skull Emoji. Bird gonna look right on by from Luke, but Luke getting taken down by Simulate as Simulate pushes hyper aggressive. Great one-way wall from Jay. Now spotted out here. Boombot, Viper, Venom. The snake right there. Definitely a dangerous place, but getting taken out from two. Restart with the last remaining members here. Alongside Pearl Initiative, both going in for a two flank on different angles, but Restart not able to see who their opponent is, getting taken down in the process. Pearl Initiative just gonna go for the save. Now this denying of information. Pearl Initiative really on here. They don't know they're gonna pop the smoke anyways, and Pearl Initiative able to save the Phantom at least. Oh, bit of a timeout pause here. What is going on? Nothing in chat here. So we're just going to go for the timeout on 40 seconds here as you take a beautiful look at the map that we rarely get bind. So far, Skull Emoji on fire this game. Hasn't let up a single round. 3 rounds in. I think they even got a flawless 1 round. So, oh, actually, they got flawless 2 rounds. They only lost 1 member, which was Uzi. So they haven't really needed to buy. Meanwhile, looking at 12:45 down on creds, not enough to really get a full buy in. So gonna go for a lighter buy. Pearl Initiative was able to save the Phantom, so at least has that full buy. Gonna see them creds coming in for the next round. So game about to go underway. Nobody still has any ults just yet. Might be seeing that soon, depending on how Uzi plays. But Fortnite player playing a little bit aggressively, trying to get that info. Save here for the Headhunter. At least gonna play out here for Fortnite player. Gonna save them a bit of creds. But Skull Emoji not able to push in on either side. Looks like they're slowly gonna make their way over onto A side, able to get in. Fortnite player playing aggressive or playing defensive here, but getting chased down by the Boombot, and immediately all the members of Skull Emoji over onto the back. Fortnite gonna miss a few shots from the Headhunter here. Loot getting heavy damage here, 30 HP. Still has the paint shells. Trying to throw out, doesn't get any damage here. Blast pack ready to go. One waiting for the smoke. Trying to position her there. Loot and aggressively might get spotted out here. Snake bite, perfect timing. 12 HP left, and Loot a little bit more vulnerable. One single love tap will take him out. That's 2 down. Restart from it. Should have gone. Great timing on the flash, and that's a flawless round again here for Skull Emoji, as they are now 4-0 in this semifinals match. Now our first ultimate up in the game here, Tour de Force for Uzi, and of course it's going to be on Uzi. 7-1-1 in this game. Literally the only one that's died, and just once at that. So 3 rounds, flawless. Looking to gun for our 5th one. Now, if 12:45 wants to make a comeback in this game, they need to have an answer for the hyper-aggressive playstyle that Skull Emoji's been doing. I mean, the blinds from Sky have just been on point. Mal playing it very smart, using this Viper's bite to slow down the push, but let's see, restart. Guiding light. Good call on the Viper's bite. Last here, the blind in, but Mel pushing in, hyper aggressive. Tails takes down 2, doesn't spot out the 3rd, but Fortnite player here's the support, takes down Simulate. Meanwhile, rotate is in, but Pearl Initiative ready with the judge. And I am so scared of this. Pearl Initiative spots at 1, spots at the 2, and takes him down. Easy trade up for the win. And that's going to be the first round finally in favor of 12:45. I love how that played out. Boom, boom, pow. Give me that round now. Full buys all across the board here. No one holding back with the exception of Pearl Initiative. Not going to go for that full shield. Probably has full light shield. Yeah, 125. So might as well save it for the next round. Not going to make too big of a deal. We're getting the good read on the push over onto the B side. And I love this delay in the push here from 12:45. They know that they're pushing in from Hookah. Teleport away from Pearl Initiative. They're slowing down this push as much as possible, but they're not really allowing the rotate here, just because Jay pushing over on the complete other side of the map. I don't fully know exactly where this Skull Emoji team is pushing from. getting taken down. Uzi playing in already. Loot trying to hold back. Not quite sure exactly where they come from. Planting in from Johnny. Boombot already get that information too late. Gonna get peeked and taken down here. That's a 3-player push to the side of Skull Emoji. They do spot out 4-9 player, but 3-player push again, all at the same time. That's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4 down, and Uzi again, one of the only other members that gets taken down this round, but another win coming in 5-1 in favor of Skull Emoji. Now, with the showstopper up here from Simulate and the hyper-aggressive playstyle that Skull Emoji is just playing, I can imagine Simulate just blast packing their way in, taking out maybe 1, 2 members of 1245. And with a site like A and most of the members here over on A, they did that a little bit earlier. Oh no, that's not the plan. That did not work out. The blind and the perfect timing to restart the push in here. In their favor through the smoke. Pearl Initiative able to take down Trixton. Force in the back here, gets the heal off, and great hold here. That's going to completely stop this push from Skull Emoji and leave them with more questions than answers that they've got. Do they rotate? Do they stay? Should I stay or should I go? Because if they go, there will be trouble. If they stay, there will be double. First Loot. Loot gets taken down here. Loot able to come out on top in the 1v1. And that's going to cause a bit of a distraction, a bit of a stir. Jay from across the map, Pearl Initiative, gonna get taken down here and causing even more confusion. They don't know exactly where Skull Emoji is. Are they on A site? Are they on B site? There are a few members over on both sites, but B a little bit more open here. And I wasn't saying B as in you be open, but B as in B site is open. There goes Mel. Now they're gonna know. They spot out the 1, they spot out the 2. Johnny gonna try to push in here with the stem pack. They know one's gonna come from Hookah, but the they're able to get their ult off here. Restart through the smoke. 2v1 scenario here, Jay. Gonna be the last one. 1v1 Viper. Just hit ready to go. Restart here for the fake. Doesn't know where Jay's gonna come from, but the smoke comes down. Viper's pit is gone. It's gonna be just Snakebite here. Perfect timing from Jay, waiting it out, counting it down for that win. And an almost comeback round here for 1245. They had that almost in the bag. Viper's pit completely down, only left with 1 Snakebite, no poison clouds, nothing. But with too many angles to look at, only so much that 1245 could have done. Tour de Force being popped here for Uzi. Oh, sorry, no, that's Fortnite player. Fortnite player is going to pop it out here. A lot harder to use Tour de Force here in these cases on the offensive side. But 3 different damage here. Simulate stuck in a very dangerous situation and does get popped through the blast pack use. Fortnite player down to 1 more use of the Tour de Force, but an immediate rotate and rush here from Skull Emoji 7 as they're going to spot out Mel. Mel does get traded in the process here, but it'll be 2v2. Pearl Initiative trying to get that info, does get spotted out here, so forced to teleport back. It's going to be a post-plant lineup play. I can see Johnny probably lining up from very far away, no answer back, and going to fire out their molly. Slow, quiet play from both teams, denying that info. Great smoke here from Pearl Initiative. The lineup ready here from Johnny. Oh no, they don't even need that. They're just gonna go with the orbital strike. Good timing. Fortnite player gonna run out of time. That's gonna be 2 TPs away, and Fortnite player not able to get away. huge win here for Skull Emoji as they now take the lead, or continue the lead, 7-1. Very strong wins too. It's not that however, okay, here's what we're seeing. In the first 4 matches for Skull Emoji has been just very strong, almost overwhelming wins with literally 1 death occurring. And now it's starting to change. We're starting to see a few more deaths, a lot more difficulty for Skull Emoji to push onto sites. As 12:45, they're starting to get a better read. They're starting to understand the pushing, the rotations coming in from Skull Emoji, and they're starting to slow down these overwhelming wins and pushes from Uzi. Pearl Initiative able to pick off Jay from the side. That's going to help immediately with a denying of vision from both sides here, but Showstopper coming in over on the aggressive side. Simulate playing in. Showstopper not launching just yet, but still looking for a target. Fire not hit anybody. Johnny able to get quite a few smokes off here. Gonna deny a lot of vision. There's so many smokes coming out here, but Loot ready for the Showstopper, but no real vision to decide where to use it. Initiative able to pick off 1 here for a trade. Showstopper coming in and immediately getting stopped here. Dead in his tracks by Trixin as Skull Emoji come in for another win. 8-1. Mid-air. I thought Loot would get at least somebody from that. But it doesn't look to be Loot's game, unfortunately, as they're currently sitting 0-8-1. And who could blame him? I mean, the way that Skull Emoji's been playing, Loot has had little time to really react to what's going on here from Skull Emoji. They just play so fast, so quick, get everything set up, and deny so much information here. The information has really been key on No Pearl. Good try, though. Good try. Could have been a cool Omen play. Look at this play. Fortnite player playing super aggressive does take down though 2. The Headhunter found its head indeed, and now Fortnite player on a 3K lead does get taken down though, but 1v2, Skull Emoji not looking good this round. They have no idea where Jay's gonna come from. They think that Jay's pushing in from A along with the rest of the team. However, Jay's coming in from the backside here, but Jade doesn't have any information on where Mel and Loot are going to be positioned. They're currently positioned here. Garage. Both looking at the same angle. No one really thinking that Jay could come in from the back here. Mel a little bit suspicious. But Jay might want to go for a pick. Oh no, waiting for time on the smoke. Here comes the peek. There's one. Spots out Loot. Almost poor timing. Oh, the toss on the classic to fake out whatever they think they're going to fake out here. Catching Loot's attention. What a distraction play here. I love that. I love how that played out. Right clutch here from Jay. And now 9-1 overwhelming lead. That's first a 4-win streak here for Skull Emoji, followed by a 5-win streak after that. Now 12:45 almost won that round. I mean, it was cutting it close here. Loot going to be in a 1v1 trade, or 1-for-1 trade. They are going to spot the spike over on B, but Pearl Initiative playing the waiting game, able to take down Uzi. That's going to be some of the heaviest hitters taken out here, and some of the most crucial away from Skull Emoji, as Johnny providing these smokes is so helpful in their continued push. Seeker's already used and taken out here for a restart. As they push in, Restart getting flash and taken out. 1-for-1 trade here as Mel picks up 1 kill on the process. Mel trying to push in. Strafe left and right. Blast pack and Snakebite coming in. Able to pay off dividends here. Pearl Initiative being the last remaining member left. They don't know exactly where Pearl's going to come in from, but the spike's not down. Oh, they went for the 2 teleport play. It is going to give that info and let Pearl know exactly where they're going to come out of, but Pearl playing it very smart here. There's 1. They got the spike. 13 seconds left. Is there enough time? All Pearl has to do is wait out time, but time is not in their favor as Jay ends the time that Pearl has and comes in for another win. Again, a second clutch here for Jay. Jay basically clutching all game long. 6 win streak. Coming in for Skull Emoji. Now they've just got a handful of wins away. 3 more to move themselves to the grand finals. Week number 9. Bit of a split push here, mainly in the side of B. As we're seeing Uzi play by themselves, trying to get whatever pick they can. Friction getting that info with the dog. Not able to get a whole lot, but perfect play here. Mel gonna completely stop this push here, but Pearl not playing too aggressively. Gonna decide to back away. They do get the information on exactly where Jay is gonna be. Pearl gonna give the classic for a fake TP sound. I don't think the audio cue is gonna get them, but Mel still holding here by themselves. Over on B site, slowly getting collapsed on here. This is a scary play indeed. Can't hear or see a single thing. Johnny pushing in, spots out Jay, or spots out Mel, does manage to come off here. Blue waiting over the side, fakes out 1, fakes out 2, spots out the 3, can't quite get the kill on them, but forced to back away, does get taken down here by Simulate. Simulate now stuck in a 1v3 clutch scenario. Does get picked up by Restart here from the flank. And finally, 12:45 able to win it back at the very end of the half. And a long road ahead of him. 2-10 still in favor of Skull Emoji. Skull Emoji times 7. No cap. Now, typically, attacker side is the more difficult side to play on most of the maps. But defender side is more easier to play. But it doesn't seem to be the case here. It's been heavily in favor of Skull Emoji. Good info on the blind. They're gonna know that there's at least one. Not gonna spot out anymore else, but on the bounce back, nope, getting stuck here. 4:45 pushing in. Spot anyone just yet, but the timing on the flash. Mel stuck in the corner, just spot out 1. Goes aggressively against Trixon, might be able to spot out Trixon, but Trixon pushing through the smoke, able to get the kill onto Mel. Pearl from the side, does the kill on Trixon. It's a 2v2 scenario. However, not quite even. Jay fully pushed in the far back. A Pearl and Fortnite player both on site. Jay able to get that info onto Spike. They know that it's still there. Oh, but this push from Jay in the backside. Very smart play indeed. Double TP. Good read in this scenario here for 12:45. But we're probably going to see a flank here from Jay. Same Uzi combo is a pretty strong combo as they coordinate together. Now, they are going to spot out Uzi, so a lot of their attention might just be there. Uzi getting taken down. Pearl Initiative now on a 3K lead. Jay slowly coming in. Not the best spot to play in when you're stuck over in hookah, but dropping down. Audio cue is in. But Jay peeking at the wrong way at the wrong time. Fortnite player does get the kill with the headhunter, and Jay gets taken out. First round going to go in favor of 1245 as they start their path for a potential comeback here. And now, I would say that's going to be extremely difficult here, given the way that, I mean, it's 3 to 10. There's so many mistakes that can happen along the way, and the level of play that these players are putting in, not easy at all. Aggressive play here, aggressive push from Skull Emoji, pushing it over from B site. Oh no, they're pushing from both sides here. Through the smoke here. That's going to be 3 down. Fortnite player with the Spectre kill, able to take them down. And that's going to unlock a very empty A site with little to no util after that. Uzi stuck in a very difficult spot. The judge peak, I don't think the timing. Gonna be one member left. Trixon stuck all by themselves in a 1v5. At this point, with just a ghost, not a whole lot you can do. Just push in, see what you can get for picks. A little bit of damage here, especially with the Spectre that they all got pulled out. Mel trying to push back to safety of the rest of the team. Not really worth getting your Spectre taken out just for that. Very smart indeed by keeping all that. However, Skull Emoji is going to start to get quite a lot of weapons in their favor. Almost a full buy from across the board. Trixon being the only exception as they did not get taken down. So cred's not in their favor. And we're not quite seeing any more aggressive play as we saw in the last round here from Skull Emoji. It did cost them dearly. I mean, a 3K coming in for a Fortnite player. Oh, there. They still kind of want to go for it over on A site here, but Simmons now getting caught a little bit here by that snake bite. A bit of damage, but loot pushing aggressively over in hookah. Forced to back out as they don't have that info. They don't know exactly where they're coming from, but Restart playing aggressively does go for a 1v1, 1-for-1 trade. It'll be Trixon and Restart both taken out here. Sky for Sky, I guess. Rotate over towards A, but it's going to be Uzi and Johnny both ready for it. They're going to slow down here. Not able to make their way in just yet. Waiting for the timing. Mel already was in garage here. Uzi, Johnny able to both take down with one respectively, but Johnny spots out another, and at the same time, simultaneously, both players coordinating to be able to take down 4 members of 1245. That makes us 4-11 in favor of Skull Emoji. Now, game's not over until the final round has gone. We are getting ever so close to Skull Emoji potentially making their way over to the grand finals. 4-11. All aggressive push here from Skull Emoji. Very careful play from 1245. We might be seeing something over on B site here from Fortnite player. Depending on when the smoke comes down as they try to peek. Fortnite player getting taken down here. Loot able to get the trade in the process. Not able to get a whole lot more as most of the defense still over on the A site for Skull Emoji, but Restart getting spotted out here by the Boombot. They do get that info. They're going to spot out one. Trixen able to get away for the rotate here. Pick up a little bit. 1-for-1 trade again over on A site. 12:45 able to start to make their way back into sight. Loot almost ready here for the plant. Gonna fake it out. Not just yet. Johnny here. Gonna throw out the molly for the fake. Looks like it's gonna be a quick rotate for 12:45 as they make their way over already onto B site. Not gonna cost them any info, any util. But Restart taking heavy damage down to 26. Plant's able to come in. They do know two are going to come in from this angle here. Not the best timings here. Restart now stuck in a corner. Flash can come out, and the timing perfectly executed here by Uzi and Restart. It's going to be 1-for-1. Make that a 2v2 battle as they make their way over for the retake. Skull Emoji able to get one over onto site. They don't know where, but they do now. Loot able to get that last kill onto Trixen, and that's going to lead us 5-11, but still in favor of Skull Emoji. Now, Loot 2 HP at the end, holding on for dear life. You got to hand it to this 12:45 team. Not letting down for a single moment. Definitely leading in this next half. I mean, it's heavily gone in favor of the attacker side in this game. Double information gathering tool here. Double upping over onto A site. Not going to be the most effective, but definitely going to get whatever info they're looking for. Now look at this. 4-player push. Pearl taking down one. Spots out the majority of Skull Emoji over through the smoke. Gets down two. Trying to get down to three. Can't quite get the strafe kill onto Trixen. But 3, no less, is a huge win in their books. Next player, Tour de Force, ready to go. 2 versus the world. As Mel found their way through, does get off the one, but can't get off the second, but it doesn't matter. Loot here for the support, and that's going to be Uzi all by themselves as the rest of Skull Emoji get taken out. This hyper-aggressive play not panning out in their favor. Now Uzi stuck with Tour de Force, and really can't do a whole lot with it. Does get the flick onto Loot. On point there, Uzi. Gonna move for the clutch, spots out the second, gets that kill, gets the third. Oh, no, it's not. Gonna be stopped dead in his track here by Fortnite player. But Uzi almost on a run for his money there. And we're seeing a very aggressive Uzi here, trying to win it back. Pulling out the operator with a light shield. Looks like Uzi might be going for more of an earlier peak over on A site. No aggressive push just yet, but we might be seeing something over on A side. Uzi able to get the pick onto one for Loot. Traded in. Restart. Able to get a counter kill back onto Trixen. Fortnite here trying to push their way over onto B site. A lot of action here over on A. Uzi able to hold on a lot of different angles. And still, they're trying to push over into A, but Uzi not going to let up. Jay able to pick up Pearl initiative over on the wayside. Don't fully get that info on where exactly Uzi is going to come out of. Don't realize they're just on the other side of the wall. Jay getting Uzi's back. not the best position you want to be in when you got an op. Over 12:45, not able to make their way in through garage or anything further. All really just stuck here. Perfect timing from Johnny with the ultimate coming in for the orbital strike, delaying that plant a little bit further. 18 seconds left. Restart gonna go for the flash, able to successfully get it off. Take down Uzi. Jay taken out as well, and it's gonna be a 2v3 scenario. Simulate, Johnny both making their way in, but the Vipers hit ready to go. Simulate, spawning out another. Doesn't get that second kill off, but gets quite a bit of damage in. He's in. Johnny gets taken out, and Fortnite player able to secure the round win, as it's now 7-11. Still in favor of Skull Emoji, but this is a very strong fight back here from 12:45, as they do not want to let up. Good call on the timeout. That's going to be a Skull Emoji timeout here, as they start to regroup and recuperate themselves, delay the momentum a little bit, and spend a bit of time to discuss what in the world is going on. It was so heavily in their favor. We had what, a 9-10 win streak? Oh, 10 win streak in the first half. But they can't seem to secure anything except for the one round in the second half. Now, it could be due to the fact of the aggressive playstyle that they like to play. You can see some of the pings coming out. But they get taken out too quickly, too soon. And it's that lack of information gathering that they don't have. I mean, yes, Sky does provide that. Yes, Raze does have that with the Boombot as well. But it only tells you if there's at least one player on there. With the exception of the dog, which you can see a little bit more, but with the restricted vision, it doesn't get you a whole lot of information. And it's that information that's not allowing most of Skull Emoji to be able to determine which way they need to go. But no, they're going to play hyper aggressive. They don't want to hold up. So Stopper going to take down Loot, Simulate, looking to lead, but Fortnite player getting spotted out. Does have teleport ready. Cloud gonna emit. Trying to fight their way back in, gonna keep you away, but almost in the center of it. Seekers are gonna get spotted out, taken out here. Pro Initiative forced to disengage, and a very strong lead so far for Skull Emoji, as they're 5-2 against their opponents, with Spike not even picking up, and Fortnite players so afraid of even going near it, taking a lot of time to be able to go through. Great communication from Pearl Initiative and Fortnite player. Gonna pop a smoke. Some dark cover. They still don't know exactly where to spot up Pearl Initiative. Pearl gets damage off to one, maybe two, but from different angles gets taken out. Able to get two at least in the process. And we might be seeing Fortnite player able to get some sort of revenge kill. Can't quite figure out exactly where to go. Takes a chunk of damage. Going for a fake plant. There's the one, but wow, did that happen so fast. Uzi getting the headhunter shot immediately after. And now here we are. Match point potentially at the final round. 12-7. Still in favor of Skull Emoji. Winner moves on to the grand finals, where they take on Swift Revengers. I don't know, we'll have to see. Wherever you put your predictions on. Uzi playing aggressive. Spot out anybody, but almost gets taken out here. That's a very scary mill on the back. Loot has their ult ready, might go in for the showstopper. But if they get taken out here, gonna be all for naught. Trixon. Dead at Loot. Good delay in the push. Simulate holding it oh so dearly for oh so long. Switching back with a flash here as well. Oh, the crossfire between the two, and Fortnite player does end up ultimately coming out on top, but that's going to be a 2-for-2 trade. And especially with Simulate and Trixton getting down, there's a lot of information gathering just completely off the table. 1245 is able to make their way and plant it over onto B site. All three players of Skull Emoji already ready for the retake, trying to get themselves in position, but a bit of damage coming in, and Mel, not unfortunately, or fortunately for Mel, able to take down Johnny. Cole's gonna play for a lot longer here, and the round and the game is not over, as Skull Emoji get taken down 8-12 now. More in favor of Skull Emoji, but I don't know. We might soon be saying in favor of 1245 as they're slowly but steadily creeping their way back into this game. Right here, that's going to be the one. Simulate blowing themselves up, unfortunately, by the close proximity of everything. And immediately, 2 players left here for 1245. They are able to get themselves over onto site, but Trail Initiative not quite near here for the plant. Meanwhile, a roaming death squadron of Skull Emoji here for the hunt. Trying to pick off whoever they can, but Trail Initiative playing it a little bit more safe. Playing very far back. The 3-player squad, I don't know. I'd be terrified of seeing this coming in, but they know exactly where they're going to come from almost. See, they're watching that one angle over on B long, and they can watch Hookah, and they've got the trap set up here on CT spawn. What game are we playing? Defender spawn. Here comes the entry. We're not quite seeing it here, but that's 2 down. Fortnite player going to be the last remaining member left, and that's going to be 12-9 still going on. Looks like we're going to get a bit of a tech pause. Not sure what happened here, but I mean, whenever do you get the pause? Yeah, it seems even our observer had a bit of a lag out in this game. Something with the client, potentially. So we're just going to leave it as put up a BRB screen for you, just so we don't reveal much information of what's going on in the game. It looks like some sort of emergency going on here, so I don't know what that could mean anything. So let's take a look at where we're at so far as we keep everything going on here. What we're seeing in the previous rounds here is Skull Emoji not able to hold up much in this defensive half. And it's almost looking like defense is the way, or sorry, offense is the way to go in Bind. As almost a mirror match between the two teams have made it very drastically in favor of playing attacker side. Now they were able to pick off 2 rounds so far, and it's almost looking exactly alike as we saw in the first half here with 12:45. They were only able to get 2 rounds in the first half, and so far Skull Emoji only 2 rounds. So here's the thing: it's 9 to 12 in favor of Skull Emoji, and it's just one mistake is all that's needed to be able to capture the win and move on to the grand finals. And that win can be caused by a simple mistake as maybe aiming at the wrong spot, maybe using the wrong util at the wrong time, going in at the wrong positioning at the wrong time. We're definitely gonna watch out here. Now, I will leave it up to our streamer to play you some music as we take a short break, as it might take a little bit longer than we hope so. For in the meantime, just before that, let's give a big shout out to our sponsors for today: Challenger Mode, the tournament platform that you're playing on. Basically, if you enjoyed our tournament, definitely do check out some of the other events that they've got going on, not just for Valorant, but for quite a collection of games. And of course, we play every single week, so do check out our next week's iteration of Radiant Clash Cup, week number 10. Fluid Gaming, of course, is our community platform. If you're looking to, I guess, check out some quality content and be a part of a connection of gamers and content creators looking to up their brand, game, and whatever, check them out. Influence Connections. If you are in the searching for a video editor or don't have the skills to be able to do your own video editing or the time, check them out as well. They've got quite a collection of team that are able to help and support you along the way and take care of whatever it is you need to be taken care of. Last but not least, we've got Ember Studios. That is us. We do a lot of productions here. We do specialize in a lot of it, as we also provide a lot of match commentary. So if any of you out there are looking or know of any organizations that are looking to host not just esports events, but events in general, we're happy to help. So we're going to head to a small break as we let you enjoy some of the tunes and let the game, I guess, sort itself out with the tech pause here. We'll be right back. Hello, welcome back here. Looks like the emergency is gone, whatever it was, and we are back here in the potentially last round of the semifinals round. What a lineup. So we don't know what the emergency was, but hopefully everything and everyone is okay. But here Mel's trying to fire through the smoke, but they don't get that info. And I love this play here. All the members of Skull Emoji playing over on A site. Meanwhile, you're getting only Jay on B site here with an aggressive Viper's Pit. Now running out one. Johnny is forced to play very back. That's a bit of Utah playing out. A bit of damage. That's 1-for-1 trade as Uzi gets taken down. One of the leading players here for Skull Emoji, so they gotta watch out. Disengage. Jay able to come in from the flank. Does take down Pearl Initiative, but they're slowly getting surrounded here. 1245 forced to disengage and move away, making their way over to B site. Z's over in chat asking for the song. Johnny, you gotta give it to him later. We'll post up our playlist for you guys one day. But meanwhile, B site plant is to successfully go off here. Now, Mel doesn't have a single post plant set up here in the process, so no snake bite, nothing. And they know exactly, or they have a rough idea of where the rest of the team are going to come from here. But Loot coming in here with Showstopper here, firing off, does not land, but doesn't matter, gets taken out anyways, and that's going to be it. Mel's taken out, and that's going to be Skull Emoji finally able to close out this round 9-13 in their favor as they move on to the grand finals. Hype is unreal as we start to make our way. Surf Avengers versus Skull Emoji ×7. No cap here as we get the next match set up here. Let's get right into it. We're going to take a short break as we get the match set up and get going. So stick around, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Yo, yo, yo. What's up?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we are, grand finals of the Radiant Clash Cup, week number 9. And I almost forgot. We got to finish the predictions from the last round. So obviously, Skull Emoji here, moving on to the grand finals up against Surf Avengers. We'll get that for you guys shortly, and you'll probably hear that in 2 minutes. But wow, what a day. I mean, we saw almost a potential comeback here for 12:45. Instead, it's going to go in the way of Skull Emoji leading it here into the grand finals, and we're probably just going to kick it off here. All right, all right. Grand finals time. Let's see. We're going to obviously be playing here on Haven, and as you're seeing on screen, it's going to be Surf Avenger starting off in attacker side. Now, again, no Sky, no Sage, all aggression, all util, and a lot more info this time around with the Fade coming in. Now, I like that a lot better than the last match we had because with the lack of information from both sides, it caused a more slower gameplay or the hyper aggressive play style you see to kind of compensate for that. Because the only other way to get that information is to just see them. I mean, that's one way to get it. And if you're pushing in aggressively, nobody's there, you've got that lack of information also gives you a lot of information. Now we don't see Cypher too often. I love that Zames picks up Cypher. And we don't see Breach too often too. We're locking in Chamber. Going in the way of Skull Emoji. We're going to hop into Haven, one of the few maps that we get. It really has been Ascent. I mean, for the past few weeks, it really has. It's fun to play on. Not so fun to cast every single match. All right, game underway, grand finals time. And let's see how both teams are going to set up here. So, right off the bat, handful of ghosts, handful of frenzies. Quite even from both sides, but Z's going to go for the light shield as well. Going to provide that extra bit of survivability, especially when on a map with no healers, not even Arena. Round one starts off here. The Z's and the Rays need comboing together here. Not quite going to land on anybody as they don't get any info, but Z's already pressing in very aggressively, making it to an A-site, spots that one. The light shield's going to keep him alive a little bit longer, takes that extra bit of damage here. Still though, we gotta watch out as they make their way back in, able to secure onto A-site, but the rest of Skull Emoji does spot him out here. Zames forced to push him. Aggro does get taken out, and that was the last one down. It's gonna be the first round going in favor of Skull Emoji. Now we're starting to see a much more aggressive buy. Oh, I thought we were gonna see that Vandal. No, handful of Spectres, full shields though. More survivability definitely needed in these games. X7J. And that info, they do know that they're already in garage. Really freeing, allowing them to go right into it. C might be a little bit more ripe for the taking here. We could see a face-off here between Johnny. Not quite going to see it there. Spotting out at the right time. Johnny does get the kill into HanJan, but the plan is going to go off over on the C side. And the quick flick here for Uzi. Wow, look at him go. Running out the one left. Surf Avengers now in a tight spot here. As he is going to be the last one. And another cap shot here from Uzi as they are on fire with it. Uzi probably typing out here. They're just enjoying themselves. Now with a 2-round lead like that, we were able to see Surf Avengers at least get a plant off, but they had little to no time for any follow-up setup after that, because by the time they got there, the retake was immediate and swift for the side of Skull Emoji without much hesitation. And Uzi able to pull off a double Marshall shot in such a manner of like a point-blank flick. It's gotta feel good for them. Johnny trying to go aggressive again. They're gonna push up over onto mid already. Trying to pop out here, deals some level of damage off of Simulate, but Simulate able to get away safely. And this is a full-on aggressive push here over on B site for Skull Emoji. They're gonna force Surf Avengers to go towards A, and they should be able to get on that with little to no pushback. No plant off just yet, but Z's picks up one from the side, make that 2, but Simulate able to get the trade on. It's a 2-for-1 trade. In favor of Surf Avengers, but a quick rotate in, and now Surf Avengers starting to get good control over the map. Uzi here with the operator over onto mid, doesn't know exactly where they're going to come in from, but the super scoped in might be quite dangerous. Soji spots out the other one, almost gets picked out there. HanJan able to pick off Uzi and take out the op, and that's going to be a huge detriment to Uzi in the next round for his economy. Oh my, the timing on that. Johnny looking at the wrong way. Now Simulate gonna give away that information. HanJan here ready for the next kill and is able to capitalize on that for the 3K. Thumbs up here for Goated and Surf Avengers as they capture their first round in the first half. My oh my. Now look at that for Uzi. Still able to get the Vandal and full shield off. Definitely a bonus for him, but at a big cost as well. Let's see how this plays out here. They found their wire. Don't worry. Bit of a split push. CA. Surf Avengers here. Not a whole lot over to mid. Uzi's still watching over from mid, and Uzi's very scary. But a lot more of a push, and the spike being over closer to C site. Johnny pushing back a little bit here. But look at this A site. They've managed to completely push onto 2 sites, leaving B open as well. And I think they know. They kind of know, but they don't know. But look where Spike is. Goated, stuck all the way in the end and trapped between the entirety of Skull Emoji. Not where the Spike needs to be. It's going to be 2 members of Surf Avengers already taken down. They do have sight on Spike. They don't know where they're going to come from, but Simulate getting spotted out here. Showstopper does get taken down here by Zames. Clean op shot. But still, 2 for 1. Taken down here. More in favor of Skull Emoji. Make that 2 down. Skull Emoji trying to hang on here. Not quite sure exactly where they're going to come out from, but Uzi spots out the 1 and takes him down. Surf Avengers getting dropped. Uzi able to clear it up. So with that going back again, more so in favor of Skull Emoji, they're starting to dictate the momentum and pace of this game. We're starting to see Surf Revengers play more reactionary rather than proactive. However, we also saw them completely take over A site and C site in terms of opting out of Skull Emoji to allow them to just push fully and clean up and take control over B. Yet they weren't able to get any plant off. I think Goated and Surf Revengers try to go for a fake out onto C and had more members on A's and try to force themselves there more, but it didn't pan out in their favor. It's a very smart play from Skull Emoji. I don't know if they intended or not. A slow push here over on mid. C long here looking deadly. Heavier Ball able to get one quick clean kill. Or sorry, get taken out, my apologies. The Revengers not quite sure exactly where they need to come in from. They're starting to rotate, make a little bit of noise in different areas. But a 2-1-2 setup on each respective site. Information's out. It's going to completely stop this push altogether. Simile able to get the kill onto Z's, but getting traded back in the process with Showstopper from Z's. Essentially just taking each other out. Now they are able to get onto site, going for the plant. Johnny's going to start to push in, but they don't spot that. Hanjan able to get the kill up. Nightfall going to come into play, and that's going to be a clean sweep here for Skull Emoji as they take down Surf Revengers. Now bring them up 4-1. Now with Surf Revengers having a lot of difficulty pushing onto site, I mean they get onto site, but it takes them a little bit too long, more so than they needed to be. And that allows a lot of Skull Emoji to go in for a quick rotate and get themselves better set up. Now, of course, we're going to go for a small timeout as Surf Revengers take some time and discuss how they're going to plan out their next steps. The slow, methodical play has not been working in their favor. The aggressive play hasn't been working as well. And so now they got to decide which way do they go, which site to push in, and how do they alternate between each other. So they've had some good success with a split push between the both sides of A and C. They haven't pushed over onto B at all. They've known that in the past rounds, Skull Emoji has just been pushing very aggressively onto B site, and it's too difficult for them to push onto that site. And even then, if they're able to get onto site, with the way that Skull Emoji has been playing for very quick retakes and not allowing any time for setup for Surf Revengers, B site would probably be the worst option for them, being it the most difficult or most easiest site to retake on. So now we're going to start to see where Surf Revengers is going to decide to play out of. I'm looking at chat here. Oh, Scully, you amuse me. I think it's going to be more of an A push here. Not a whole lot of setup for Skull Emoji over on A side, so if they play aggressively and make their way in quickly, they might be able to spot something out. Jay's getting heavy aggro taken on him, 52 HP left. Surf Revengers able to quickly and swiftly make their plan over onto site, over on A. See how they're able to hold on to it. Trying to get themselves spot out here. Uzi does get tagged. Trying to push their way in. And it's a bloodbath as both sides take each other out left and right. There's going to be one remaining member left for Surf Revengers. Hanjan coming in from the flank. They don't know where they're going to come from. Do they have the time? They might be able to. There's the one. Two still up. It's a 1v1. No idea where they are, but the peak at the wrong timing. And Jay able to clear out Hanjan as they clear out that round. Almost a Surf Revengers win with Hanjan coming in from the flank. And I would have loved to have seen that play out here. But a very smart, patient play from Jay at the very end as they pick up their first kill of the game, actually, and go for a second defuse. Now, here's what I want you also to consider. 3 defuses here so far for Skull Emoji. That's 3 times Surf Avengers have been able to get onto site, plant it, and get it stolen away from them. Meaning the retake is just really on point here for Skull Emoji. Simulate takes damage over the 1. Makes that a 2. Third does get taken down here. Missed thrown nade here for Simulate. Down to 10 HP. So they don't get that information over to Hanjan. James stuck as well. Hanjan slowly making their way towards B site. Might be one of the best options here in this case, as they need to get control of maybe A or C site. Uzi barely missing with that tour de force. Jameson's very sticky situation here. Might get picked off. Headshot clean through the collat. And Uzi clears off that cap. No cap here on Zames. And Jen all by themselves here. Probably trying to play for picks. They do have sight on Spike, so they're going to try to assume that maybe Hanjan might be playing something around it. Hanjan slowly moving away. Countdown timer gonna go off. Gonna be the first round we have that's gonna time out here, but a very heavy defense here from Skull Emoji. Defense definitely in their favor in these matches. Especially on the retake. They know how to play it very well. They come in for a very quick rotate once Surf Avengers start to push their way in. But we didn't see that this round. We just saw full-on domination here from Uzi as they managed to get headshot after headshot here. Simulate able to get some good shots here over on mid as well. Now Surf Avengers do need to get some control over on mid to just deny them a proper entryway, but we might see that here. Z's slowly making their way in. Might be in a deadlock battle against Trixton, and a very scary one at that. But no push just yet. Just trying to get their info. Tread carefully here. Z's, you might get spotted out here. Good nade throw. Quite a bit of damage coming in. 81 health, 12 shield. And that's going to allow Z's to come in without Trixton really realizing. Oh, the shots are missing here. Z's not well lined up here. Jay able to get the Vandal kill onto Z's. Hanjan starting to push up. Might spot out one. Does, but does get shot in the process. And that's 3 members down for Surf Avengers. 2 left. Give your balls and goaded. Stuck planted over here on C-site. And they are surrounded on all angles. Not a whole lot of options, not a lot of time. And that's going to be Skull Emoji taking out another round win as they bring it 7-1. Lead here for Surf Avengers as they take already 7 rounds in the first half, mainly from defusing. Majority of the match so far, 4 rounds has been defusing, 1 timeout, only 2 wipeouts, or eliminations, I guess, for their wins. Meaning it's slightly more in favor for Surf Avengers to not plant, possibly. Post-plant setup, not quite there. However, 4 ults ready in the side of Surf Avengers, we might be seeing something a little bit different. Full buy across the board. They definitely gonna watch out here. Good smoke here from Johnny, completely forcing back this push. Meanwhile, over on C site, Cosmic Divide gonna go underway, and Uzi. Oh, this is a scary peek. Force the back out here. Teleports away as the Nightfall comes in, and that's 2 ults down. Little to no entryway to get back onto site. Cosmic Divide played perfectly now. This plan's coming just a little bit late here for Surf Avengers. Let's see how Skull Emoji decides to take the way back in. Nightfall gonna retake back in. Simulate able to pick off one with a showstopper. That's 2 down already. Simulate spotting one from the backside here, pushing them back. But Give Your Balls coming in from the side. Gonna decide to use the Rolling Thunder, and Simulate catching Goated with the reload. Unfortunate follow-up of Give Your Balls gets demolished through the smoke as the firing line takes him out. Another round and a lot of utils being used in this round as the round goes in favor of Skull Emoji. Now, look at that. 3 ultimates being used for Surf Avengers. Only remaining member left was Zames. Mainly because Zames got taken out a little bit earlier. And the ulti not quite helping when you have a general idea of where everybody is. Aggressive push here from Simulate. Actually, this is a 3-player push here coming in from Skull Emoji. Now, that might give up A site a little bit more. No, I might back out here, but it's going to take them a lot longer for them to rotate. But with the slow push here for Surf Avengers, I mean, they've got a lot of time here. They're not quite going for the plan, but Hanjan getting taken out. That's going to be 2 down already for Surf Avengers. Make that 3 Uzi on point with that sniper. 15 HP left, though. Uzi peeking their way in. Not quite sure where Surf Avengers are hiding. Spots out another, misses the shot. Onto Goated. Making their way back in, but spots out Goated a second time, and a second is not going to get away from Uzi. Uzi falls to their death as they get pushed away from Z. Z is able to get taken out, and Trixton able to close it out here for another strong round from Skull Emoji. How did Uzi fall? I feel like Uzi just dropped down, or maybe the satchel pushed him off. But either way, I don't think Uzi was planning that. Op is gonna go back here to Uzi. However, it was picked up by Trixton, but still a funny way to go at the end. 9-1. Aggressive push here from Surf Avengers. They look like they want to go straight onto site, and another aggressive push coming in from B side here. Over on mid from the flank for Skull Emoji. Johnny in a pretty good spot, but gets him only 1 kill, 2 kills. Third one here coming in immediately. 4 members, 5 members. Flawless round here for Skull Emoji as the aggressive push from Surf Avengers not panning out here. Surf Avengers must be trying to plot out a specific plan. However, I'm scared of what this push is going to look like on mid. Skull Emoji times 2 pushing in from mid. Maybe 4. We got a 4th looking out here from Uzi, straight down mid. Anybody that decides to peek, I don't know, their life is gone. He's spotting out 1, spotting out 2, takes out 1, but gets taken down in the process from Jade by the Odin. Here comes the flash from Jade. Nope. Trying to hold it back a little bit. Odin. Johnny here onto site. Running out one. Does get taken out by Goated here. Was able to push far back into the site. Over on A. They try to push their way back. Jay trying to make their way back in with the Odin. Scoped in a little bit. Slower fire, but heavy damage. And does get the spam through, gets a 1-for-1 trade. Uzi trying to push their way in. The 1v3. Uzi stuck and gets flanked from the back. Hanjan, as always, like a rat in the sewer, spotting him from the back. Does take him out. Now the first half going heavily into the favor of Skull Emoji. And only 2 rounds, which are elimination rounds, going in favor of Surf Revengers. Let's see how the defense plays out. We've been seeing Skull Emoji. They just play aggressively through mid. And that allows them to really just get a free hold on the flank to prevent Surf Revengers from really, like, the 2 different angles is too much for them to look at. Especially with the sheer numbers that are coming in. These nades combo not quite panning out here. Doesn't look like they're playing as aggressive. Flash coming out here. Does get quite a bit of damage, but Goated does get taken out. These perfect timing. Waiting with the trigger discipline. Does get spotted out here. Quite a bit of damage taken. D's able to get away from the retreat. Spike not spotted out here though. Meanwhile, Uzi making some sort of a setup here for B site. They are going to be able to get successfully over onto B site. Uzi taking some heavy damage down to 19. Damage in the smoke. Gets spotted out here. Using Give Your Balls. Trying to push their way in. Does get spotted out here by Johnny. Johnny does take down the 2. Might go for the 3, but he's the last remaining member left. Trying to buy time. Trying to deal whatever they can. Goes in aggressively. Spots out the other and doesn't get the last kill. Zame's able to close it off here. And the first round in the second half going to go in favor of Surf Revengers for the defense. What a hectic finish of a first round here. Both sides playing aggressively through the peaks, through smokes, blinding whatever they can, and I don't know how that happened, but ultimately going in favor of Zames. Z's has definitely been a very key player for Surf Revengers. Depending on how Z's plays and the aggressive picks that Z's is able to pull off here, it definitely changes the way the match has been going. Entirety of Surf Revengers here, ready for the defense. Potentially a retake here for gets out 1, doesn't get the 2nd, does get traded in the process. Blind coming out. Jay is just blind, so no tomorrow gonna commit this plant. Does get spotted out here. Plant does go off, but so does the rest of Surf Revengers. Going off here as they get a 2nd defuse. And it looks like a comeback is starting to come underway. That's 2 defuse wins in favor of Surf Revengers. Now look at the econ that they got though. This doesn't look like a round win to me. It looks like they got demolished with the type of weapons that they're buying here, that they're able to afford. A Stinger, 2 Spectures, 2 Frenzies, Light Shield. Meanwhile, on the side of Skull Emoji, almost full buys across the board. Only exception is the 1 Guardian, which I mean, you can consider as a full buy. I don't know, chat, you can tell me. Potentially a push from Gavard to C. Maybe B, depending on how they close in on it. Goated and Z's tag teaming here, trying to stop this push from Trixen. Great smoke here from Astra. Second Prowler able to get more info. They know somebody's there. Z's not able to catch anybody here. They can't push their way in. Surf Avengers able to successfully hold this push in through Garage. And they're fully committed to this hold. So is Skull Emoji. They're not quite making their way to anything else really, but Uzi does get spotted out here in mid. They got quite of a decent sense that somebody's coming in for C. They can hear this audio cue coming in. James taking heavy aggro damage, trying to force their way back. Explosions galore. Zames hiding in the backside here, does spot out some. Uzi is able to give your balls taken out. Zames try to hide in the backside, does get taken out by Uzi. Anjan being the last remaining member, trying to take out. Doesn't get any kills here, but Uzi for the 3K cleans up house. Skull Emoji starting to look much stronger in the second half now as they get a pretty strong comeback here. Now, a better looking econ this time around here for Surf Avengers. Now, they were able to pull off quite a bit on that third round in the second half with little to no weapons. I mean, the Spectre, the Stinger. I always forget the name of Stinger. No one uses it. Unless you're Surf Avengers. Who here in chat uses Stinger? Be honest. Perfect. The blind here. Z's definitely committing to this hold in the spot. I don't know how I feel about this. Get the info they need. One peek out. Perfect timing. Z is going in for the showstopper non-stop play as they get a second Vandal kill. And that's 2 taken out for a trade for 1. I think that's quite worth it. Showstopper. If that showstopper came out, would have been a 3 trade. Now, I like this. Surf Avengers playing aggressively on a flank. And you've got Goated waiting on site, getting that info, trying to see where they come from. Not destroyed. They know they're going to try to push again for A. And now here comes the slow push here from the flank. Goated trying to hold off. Does get 1. Timing on the second, but can't quite get it. Does take some heavy damage. 2 shots left. Past the reload. Johnny able to get the kill onto Goated. 1 main member left. That's going to be Uzi. Up against 3. James pushing in, and that's going to be a give your balls. Taking out Uzi. And another win coming in. We're starting to see a very strong second half here from Surf Avengers as they're starting to get defuse after defuse. 3 defuses for their win. It seems that the majority of Haven has, the name of the game has been defused. The retake is a lot more easier for them to play. Now that looks very different in my comp games. Most of my games is retake is just non-existent. It just do be like that in comp, you know. Speaking of competitive, full buys all around for Surf Avengers. Not across the board here. Emoji, but immediately one gonna get taken down here. Z's 1 HP for Melee. Gotta watch out. Start to push in aggressively. Simile already on the backside here, ready on top of this generator. Uzi able to kill Hanjan from the flank, waiting for that ever so patiently. Jay here, ready through Garage. Quite a lot of good angles here covered. Ooh, that from the back. Zames getting deleted from Uzi. a lot of different angles that skull emoji is coming from. Now Godin, last remaining member left. Headshot through the smoke. Simulated 1 HP with a dream. Able to pull it off. And now here we are, sitting at match point. Skull emoji times 7. Looking like they might be closing out the grand finals here up against Surf Avengers. And again, Surf Avengers put in a scenario where they potentially facing a second place win. I mean, I guess you call that a win. Second place position in Radiant Clash Cup here. Play carefully here, both sides. And John, not quite sure exactly what to put the stars in. It is going to replenish just a little bit, but that does take time. Good smoke timing. Hanjan fully making their way in, forced to push somewhere. Does push out, does get deleted. Simulate able to capitalize on that. Rolling Thunder underway. Does get stopped here, but Showstopper underway. Fires it off. Doesn't quite land, but Uzi able to take down majority of the members. And that's going to be it in a quick sweep as Skull Emoji times 7 delete Surf Avengers in the final round of the Radiant Clash Cup Grand Finals. What a way to end it here. It happened in a matter of seconds. The Rolling Thunder completely disorienting almost all members of Surf Avengers, and they weren't able to follow up or do much at all after that. So GG's all around here. We are going to wrap up week number 9 of Radiant Clash Cup with your grand finals winner, Skull Emoji times 7. No cap. I'm your host and caster for today's Starwise. And before we ended it here, definitely do join us next week for Radiant Clash Cup week number 10. Again, you can find us over on Challenger Mode, our sponsors for every week, basically, for these tournaments. If you enjoyed our tournaments, definitely do check us out next week and join in on some of the other tournaments they've got going on in Challenger Mode. They are quite fun. As for our other sponsors for today, Influence Connections, if you're a content creator or just need some video editing of some sort, whether you're into just games, lifestyle, whatever, they've got you covered, whether you know how to do it or not. Of course, there's Fluid Gaming, the community portion of our partners and sponsors for the day. And last but not least, Ember Studios, that is us. Any production needs or match commentators that you require for any of your events, we are more than happy to take those on. And there was somebody asking for it earlier in the day, but the song name was One Down. So I don't know if you need that or not, but that's how we're going to end it. One down to go. So next week, we'll see you back in and hope you all have a good, wonderful rest of your night.